Hey guys, how are you guys doing? It's my channel, Workout by Wilson. You guys already know how we do, what it do. Um, Hopefully we get some live viewers in here, but either way, I'm recording this. So basically, this video is gonna be short. I'm not gonna make it that long. Um, but if I get some viewers, I hope you guys can comment below. So basically, I'm looking to gain weight. I've always been a pretty light person. I don't know what I currently weigh actually, but I'm guessing I'm around 150 to 155, and that's usually my weight. I'm 5'8" in height, usually around 150, 155. I used to run track, so I like to stay light, but at the same time, like to be pretty strong. So I've never really gained that much weight, but now that I'm kind of done running, um, I want to kind of put some weight on, but at the same time, I still want to be, like athletic. I still want to be fast. I still want to do everything I can do. So I've been kind of looking at ways to gain weight, and I've always tried that, and it's usually never worked that well for me. I think the most I ever weighed was either once around 160 to 165. So obviously, probably like I gained like 10 pounds, and that was not even. I'm 26 right now. That was probably high school. So the heaviest I've ever been was high school. Um, but I'm kind of looking to gain weight right now. I know one thing I've been doing is eating a lot of peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Try to do it first thing in the morning. Um, Try to just eat a lot. So like I will have like a big plate for lunch and a big plate for dinner, and try to eat some breakfast, and just keep kind of eating out. Like maybe eat like 4 PB&J sandwiches a day. Um, I notice, I'll say for sure, one reason I don't gain weight is because of my eating habits. So I'm not gonna say it's just because I have a high metabolism or I work out a lot or I run a lot or whatever. I know partly it is my fault. Like I think about a month to 2 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna gain weight, and I started eating a lot. I would like eat every day. I would make sure I ate breakfast, get up in the morning, grab about two peanut butter jelly sandwiches, make sure I ate a lot during lunch, like eat like one and a half plate, eat like about another one and a half plate for dinner. And I felt myself kind of gaining weight. I didn't really weigh myself because I know the reason I wanted to gain weight. I know I'd gotten pretty light. I was like around 148, and I was doing a lot of cardio. I was doing all running. I was doing all like plyometric runs. So I really wanted. I was like, I can't be that light. I want to be. I Ideally right now I want to be around 160, 165. That's my like target weight. But I felt myself gaining weight. Then obviously I work a full-time job. So I kind of started getting lazy again. Like it's funny because I feel like gaining weight is actually, it takes a lot of dedication, obviously. But it's you would think it's the opposite, like, oh, I can be lazy and gain weight, but no, I actually have to deliberately tell myself like I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna make sure I'm checking what I'm eating. I'm gonna make sure I'm staying on top of my diet, my workouts to gain weight. So it's pretty hard for me. But as far as working out, I'm disciplined in that area. The nutrition and the eating is where I struggle. So, like I said, I noticed I was like doing everything right. I would buy some like protein bars every time, just make sure I'm eating. But then right around like about less than a month in, I kind of got lazy again. Like I obviously, like I said, I was working, and sometimes I would just get up and I'm like, oh my god, like do I really have to make breakfast right now? And I would just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna skip it. And then like trying to have a social life too. So like let's say somebody invites me to go do something, I get off work, I go do whatever, come back and it's like 10, 11 p.m. And then I'm like, because I've been cooking, like something that changed was before I would eat out a lot, and now I kind of mostly cook. I don't really go out to eat. So like I'll come back and I'm like, it's 10, 11, maybe even midnight. And I'm like, do I really want to cook right now if I don't have any food? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just sleep and then I'll make something in the morning. And I try to basically try to make up for what I didn't eat. And that's when I kind of felt myself again. I'm like, oh my God, I was actually getting good at this, starting to put some weight on. So I like discipline. But if you guys have any tips on how I can gain weight, that would be helpful. I mean, the tips I'll give you guys, and basically hold myself accountable to is at least for sure eat 3 times a day. So like make sure you're eating breakfast, and you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't. Like if you have a pretty busy schedule, like you might even eat once a day. Like that's what I was doing sometimes. I would just eat once a day, and I like look back and I'm like, oh my God, how did I let that happen? But um, make sure you're eating breakfast first. I think I've heard before. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I would say that's probably the meal I miss the most. But make sure you're eating your breakfast. And if you want to make it your biggest meal, I don't know if I can do that, even though I know it's the most important. I don't think I can eat a lot for breakfast because I want to be on a light stomach. I don't want to feel full as I'm starting my day out, but I've heard it's good. Maybe I'll try it out. But make sure I definitely eat breakfast. And I know peanut butter has a lot of protein in it. That's why I eat a lot of peanut butter. I've been eating a lot of peanut butter. Um, so peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I eat a lot of chicken for lunch. Protein. I know meat. If you're a vegetarian or you don't eat meat, I know beans have a lot of protein in them, and protein is good for weight gaining. Um, what else is good? Uh, I don't. Peanuts, I think, have a lot of meat in them. As far as vegetarians go, I'm not gonna say I know anything about how to gain weight, but for us that eat meat, I know chicken is really good. That's really the biggest meat. I sometimes like cook beef, but basically I just need to get my calories up. I know I need to get my calories up, eat more protein, maybe get into protein shakes. I'm not a fan of protein. What I am is just I know a lot of protein shakes have like extra chemicals and stuff in them, and I like to be as healthy as possible. I'm not looking to bodybuild. I don't really like to put chemicals in my body. So uh, hopefully, I mean, I would say that's it. And another thing, really, if you're just looking to gain weight, I would say don't do a lot of cardio. But for me, it's hard for me to not do cardio because most of my workouts consist around cardio. So basically, cardio is going for a run, like 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile run, doing workouts that basically increase your oxygen level, whether it's like jumps, like I'll do squat jumps, I'll go run up and down the stairs. Like I think that's my most recent upload of a workout. Um, so I'll do like stair hops. Um, I haven't done sprints in a while, but I'll do sprints. I'll do like plyometrics, which is basically explosive jumps. So I know one of the reasons I wasn't gaining weight and I was losing weight is because most of my workout, that's what they consist of. They don't really consist of building muscle and building weight. So recently though, I would say I've kind of slowed the cardio down. I mean, I'm in Minnesota, so it gets cold and starts snowing. I can't really work out outside. So maybe this is a good time for me to gain weight. Um, just before I started this video, I was just using a dumbbell, doing like curls, doing push press, which is like that, doing anything with the arms. And I feel like my arms are getting pretty big or bigger so that's good. Maybe I am putting on some weight. But I would say do heavy weights, low reps if you want to gain weight. And don't do cardio. Well, it depends. So I'm a really big fan of cardio, as you guys probably know from my videos that you've watched. The reason is I feel like cardio is the best way to stay healthy. Maybe you're not going to be like as strong. You're not going to be, like if you're looking for strength, you probably want to do more like lifts and body weight or like heavy weights. But I feel like cardio, for a fact when you do cardio, you're a healthy person. Like you can't, if you're just looking to stay in shape and be healthy and never have a heart attack and be able to run and not get tired, be able to walk down the block or not get tired, I say cardio is the number one most important workout. So for me, it's hard for me to cut cardio because I don't want to be big and at the same time get out of breath, like doing simple stuff or like doing running and stuff like that. I always like to make sure if I have to do a run or I have to do something, I'm not gonna be out of breath. So basically that's why I do a lot of cardio. Like I'm more focused on not getting tired. So my workouts kind of consist of me being able to handle like endurance, speed, and stuff like that, and still be able to continue going. Which strength is more about how heavy can you lift, how much can you pull, push, whatever. So my goals is mostly, like I said, making sure my cardio, my oxygen level intake is good, but I still want to be big and gain some weight at the same time. So I'm not going to take cardio, but if you're the type of person that just wants to gain weight, I would say cut cardio and do as little as possible. So maybe just do a short run on the treadmill just to kind of get your heart rate up, but don't do too much because obviously you're going to lose weight. That's the if you want to lose weight, if you're looking to lose weight, that's the number one way. Just go on a treadmill, run as long as possible, get your heart rate up, uh, do 1-2 mile runs outside and push yourself, and then even do sprints, stuff like that. That will make, because that was going to make you lose a lot of calories. So, but for me, I always got to do that. Even so, that's why when I'm saying how to gain weight, I'm contradicting myself because I'm always going to do cardio. But at the same time, I think right now during the winter, it's good for me. It's harder for me to do cardio because I can't be outside, and I can kind of cut it down and do more heavy lifting. But I'll update you guys. I actually want to weigh myself just to know if I am gaining weight. It feels like I am. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I kind of fell off and wasn't disciplined, but I feel like I'm kind of getting disciplined again. And if I had to guess what I weigh right now, so when I kind of like caught myself, I was doing, like I said, I was doing a lot of cardio during the summer. It was like, I live in Minnesota, but it gets hot here too. It was like 90, 80, something, high 80s, low 90s. So I was always outside running, and I got to as low as 148 pounds, which for me, that's pretty light. So I was like, you know what? I can't lose any more weight. I have to put some weight on. And I started doing it. I felt like I was getting around 155. Felt myself, like I said, lost discipline, started losing weight again. If I had to guess what I am right now, I would say I'm 155, which usually is a healthy weight for me. That's like my natural weight, 150 to 155. But I want to get to like around 160 to 165. So for me, I feel like that would be me gaining weight. If I could get to 170 and, that would be amazing. But I would say right now my goal is to be 160, 165. So I'll actually, pretty soon I'll weigh myself, and I'll try to kind of give you guys the journey of how I'm doing, because I don't just want to make videos. I want to make sure I'm following up and sticking to my word. But I'm going to end this video now. If you guys comment below and let me know any tips you guys have for me or any advice you guys have for the other watchers, that would be great.